And all the people smile.
What is on, guys? As you know, I'm bulking. If you follow me properly, you will know that I'm bulking. So I'm trying to gain weight. I'm trying to gain some muscle. This is a full day of eating to gain muscle whilst bulking. Today, my macros are gonna look like this. I'm on this many calories, this many carbs, this much protein, and this much fat. The approach I take to dieting is if it fits your macros. So basically I eat anything that fits my macros. If you ate only chocolate, but it fitted your macros perfectly in terms of protein, carbs, and fats, it's not gonna. You're gonna look exactly the same as someone that only ate chicken and broccoli. From a body composition point of view, we can eat anything as long as it fits our macronutrients. But obviously from a health point of view, that isn't so good. So what I like to do is 80% of my diet is gonna be good food, 20% is gonna be like not so good, bad shit that I want to eat and just tastes good and hasn't really got a lot of nutritional value to it. It's currently 11 o'clock. I normally get up at about 6 a.m, but I laid in a little bit later until 8 because just super tired. And I woke up and I had like a funky abscess on the back of my leg. If you guys know, this leg is fucked. Hence why it's like BBC, this leg. I've got a big, like, I gotta wear this every single day in order to basically walk and survive and shit. I had like a spot on the back of my leg and basically that spot's burst, which isn't very nice. But because of the issues I have in my leg here, it means that my immune system in this leg is very shit. So if I cut it, that is a big problem. So I've just been sitting around all morning, trying to let it like dry out, actually heal. I wasn't actually gonna record a video today because of this, but I could just come up with so many excuses not to do things. It's never going to be like a perfect time to do something. People are like, oh, Joe, go to the gym on Monday. I'll start with diet on Monday. Just do it fucking now. My full day of eating. If you guys want to know a pro tip, what you do is you make your scrambled eggs in a protein shaker. Not only is it quicker, but it saves way more washing up and it's super easy. I've never been able to do the one hand crack without getting like shell and making a big mess. He's done it! Right, we got some low fat marge, not butter, low fat marge. 2 slices of brown bread, 200 grams of egg whites, 2 whole eggs, some low sugar ketchup, a little bit of margarine on the bread, and that is our first meal. Medium carbs, high protein, medium fat. We got 2 chocolate Snacker Jack rice cakes as well for afters. You know you're a mad cunt when you go here first time. I only got this yesterday, so I'm pretty shit. Where'd he go? Oh, fuck! Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Oh shit. Come on! But I just got destroyed on that. Had 4 Snacker Jacks in total as like a snack. And now I'm gonna have a couple of cinnamon and raisin bagels. Stick these in the microwave for 30 seconds and they go like donuts. Shit. Most morning I have a selection of pills. I've got a multivitamin, Omega, just like a fish cod liver oil pill, a green tea extract, and zinc and magnesium. I've just been doing work all day, and because I got up a bit late, I'm really behind on food. So usually I would have eaten a lot more by now, and I would have trained at about 2 o'clock. Instead, I'm gonna train at 6 o'clock. I've got legs. I have a meal before I train. I want a meal with a lot of carbs in. I want a meal with protein in. I want some fats as well. So I'm low on fats today. What I'm gonna do, I cooked some chicken yesterday, gave that some noodles, and then probably some like peanut butter and rice cakes of fat. Right, we got a Musclefood Thai chicken stir fry that I made yesterday. 200 grams of fried chicken breast with some like vegetables and some seasoning, some other stuff in. I've also discovered these things which are like instant noodles, so you just put them in here and then get them warm and they're done. They probably give you cancer, but they've saved me 1 piece of washing up and about 5 minutes, so definitely worth the cancer for. Got some pre-workout fats, 30 grams of smooth peanut butter, just 'cause smooth goes on a bit easier, on 3 rice cakes. Like, honestly, I feel a bit full, I don't really want this, but you're bulking. You're gonna have to force food into you when you don't want to eat food in order to grow. So, having that now, and then getting some legs.
Nobody's giving a fuck about a Supreme backpack when your health isn't going anywhere.
T-minus 5 minutes till we have to leave. Still got to brush your teeth, make my pre-workout, and yeah. I've stopped taking all caffeine, so you have to like cycle caffeine or your body will get used to it and it won't keep having the same effect. So I'm having no caffeine, which means I'm just completely making my own pre-workouts now. It's gonna be 2 ingredients, HMB and citrulline malate. So I think HMB is a massively underrated supplement. Like, it's kind of on the same tier as creatine. Like, obviously it works completely differently and it isn't quite as effective. Because I weigh 200 pounds, I'm gonna have 3.5 grams of HMB, half in my pre-workout, half in my post-workout. And then as well as that, I'm gonna have 6 to 8 grams of citrulline malate. By the way, welcome to one of the worst leg workouts I've probably had in my entire life. Right, as I said at the start, I wasn't gonna train that day because of the cut on my leg, the little abscess that I had on the back. I was just gonna let it heal. But I thought I'd go in and do a little bit of low volume stuff anyway, maybe like 2 or 3 exercises, and the workout is basically just terrible. So I've got like a question for you guys. What should I do? I always used to deadlift with straps, okay? So here I'm just kind of working on my form, trying to get my flexibility back, going super light, and trying to improve my grip strength. And I always used to deadlift with straps, so my grip strength is utter shit, and I mean terrible. Like, I can't hit these deadlifts for 6 on 3 plates because my grip strength is so bad, it just goes. If I had wraps, I could hit 4 plates for like 14 reps. 240, 5.5 plates, I can get that for 1. That was last year, so I'm obviously a lot stronger as well. But without wraps, I just cannot hold the bar. It's crazy. I tried hook grip, and I just find it so painful as well, so I can't really do that. I'm just wondering what you guys think. Do I just give up on deadlifting? Do I just use double over, no wraps, and have my hands as a limiting factor? My deadlifts are held back massively when I'm not using wraps. Or do I just say fuck it and use wraps? I don't really want to use wraps because like wraps aren't cool. Do you know what I mean? It's kind of like a bit like cheating. It isn't like one of those pure clean lifts. So I'm just trying to get my grip here. I'm getting super frustrated at this point just because I couldn't hold I basically squat more than a deadlift, and like it's so frustrating. It like drove me absolutely crazy. So I just hit 4 sets on that, then did some lying leg curl, had a tantrum, went home, and that was my leg workout. We got the world's finest in post-workout nutrition. If you're American and don't know who these are, because I assume they're only in England, I feel very sorry for you, bro. That's it. Post-workout meal is going to be something that's high in carbs, high in protein. My main carb sources are going to be sweet potato, rice, pasta. There's another one that I forgot. 500 grams of sweet potato. Quick hack, it's quite late, I want to go to bed. So I'm going to stick these in the microwave for like 5 to 10 minutes, then put them into a really hot oven. Always weigh them before you cook them, just because like the weight can change a lot when you cook them because of water and shit in the meat. 1 breast tonight, 1 tomorrow. Smoked paprika, garlic granules in there. It's gonna be about 10 grams of olive oil as well. Final meal of the day, bitches. 190 grams of chicken, 500 grams of sweet potato, and then some broccoli. I'm not sure like how you should react to a certain situation. I have a girlfriend. I was gonna make a video on it. I probably still will, like use it as clickbait. But my one night stand from summer, Instagram Millie, as you guys probably guessed it. Girl that we met at Boardmasters. Go back to the Boardmasters vlog. That was the first ever time I met her. That's quite funny actually. And then we just kept going to festivals, etc. Very few things make me angry. I'm naturally a very reactive person. I know that doesn't make sense considering what I just said. I can block out emotions very well. Like things won't affect me at all. But there comes a point where I just lose my fucking shit. And one of the things that like really makes me mad is when people that are physically bigger or more able or stronger pick on those that are more vulnerable. And like a prime example of that is big guys being creepy as fuck to girls. So if you're out and a dude, let's say for example, grabbed your girlfriend's ass, what would be the appropriate reaction? Because like I'm kind of confused in this because I'm not a violent person. I think that'd be a worthy reason for someone to get their front teeth smashed out on the side of the fucking pavement. It's not cool to invade someone's personal space, especially if you're bigger and stronger than them, and it's really not cool to like be sexually touching someone who doesn't want to be sexually touched. You know what I mean? It's like, is the appropriate response just to leave it? Or is the appropriate response to say something to the dude? Or is the appropriate response to grab the dude around the neck and say something violent to the dude? Because I don't know if I'm being weird about this or not. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm not like a controlling person at all. Literally, I do not give a fuck. I don't get jealous. I do not experience an ounce of jealousy. Like, it's why like relationships last quite long with me. A lot of guys are very, very controlling, you know what I mean? Don't speak to this person, you can't speak to this person. I literally do not give a fuck. They can speak to whoever the hell they want. My girlfriend could go and see whoever the fuck she wants. She can meet whoever the fuck she wants. It's not like about my ego or disrespecting me that a guy like grabs my girlfriend. If a guy grabbed my girlfriend's ass or tits, it's more of a, why the fuck are you doing that to someone that obviously doesn't want to be touched? That's more of the issue for me. And that's what kind of like makes me fucking mad, man, when people do shit like that. Whatever it is, like even if it isn't in a sexual thing, even if it's like someone taking advantage of the elderly or something like that, like anything. Because I've been reading things online and most of the people are like, oh, just ignore it, she can deal with it herself. And I'm like, bruh, you're just gonna let some random guy fucking grope your girl. Like, what's going on, man? But I'll be curious to see what you guys say. One more meal, and I'll explain in a minute. I've got about 600 calories left to eat, 20 grams of protein, around 20 grams of fat, and around 100 grams of carbs, I guess. The issue for a lot of people when they bulk is that they cannot gain the weight. They cannot put weight on, and they cannot gain the weight. So if I was one of those people, I would make sure I get my calories tonight. But because I'm super full, and my issue has always been, I can put on weight super fast. So I'm not gonna worry about getting my 3,500 calories today. I've probably only done like 1,000 steps. I'm probably about 500-600 calories under it, I guess, anyway. All I'm gonna do to finish this day is I'm gonna make sure I get my right amount of protein in. I'm gonna have a protein shake, and then I'm gonna leave it at that. Right, I can't remember how to cook this shit, so just gonna wing it, but it's gonna taste good, I promise you. So 1.2 kilograms of Musclefood extra lean minced beef. Basically, the more you buy, the cheaper it is. Like, I was a student up until very recently, so all this is like saving money and being cheap and shit and making... I'm gonna put 2 beef stock cubes in there as well. Right, so we just want the beef, so it's like no pink. I don't actually want to cook it. So this is a bit high. I just don't want like pink bits in it, so I'm gonna leave it to sit when the veg is in there and shit. So I just want to see no pink basically. I don't want it going brown like it is now, but I'm in a rush, so I'm cooking it a bit fast. I like stuff like really garlicky. Garlic and onions are a natural testosterone booster. I go with 4 cloves of garlic, 1 large onion. I might not use all of this, or 2 small ones. And I'd normally use like 2 large peppers as well. We only have 1 small pepper. I normally go with 2 large ones, but this is all we've got. So I'm kind of like bodging this. There we go. Fucking strong onion. That pepper cup, man. Ah, I can't see. My eyes. The mince is no longer pink, so I'm gonna... There's not really much fat on it because it's Musclefood, but if it's from anywhere else, I'd drain the fat out. So most of it's just gonna be water and condensation. Drain the fat out of the meat into a sink, and then shove it, put it to the side for 1 sec. You can really smell the aroma. Right, some more olive oil, so I'm gonna be like mentally noting about 20 grams of olive oil in total. All right, then I have 4 cloves of garlic. Let me know if you actually make this, boys. I'm curious if anyone will actually make this. Or are you all lazy cunts? All right, then we're gonna mince this garlic up. Garlic for gods, bruh. Put the onions and peppers into the hot oil. Listen to that sizzling sound, it's absolutely fabulous. In with the veg and the onions and shit. We're gonna stick paprika, hot chili powder, and cumin. So I'm probably gonna put like a tablespoon, 2 teaspoons of the cumin in, roughly. I just like guess. It's really hard to fuck up. Like when I first started doing this, I was really worried about making it taste disgusting. But it's very difficult to like over-season shit with cumin and paprika. I can't actually say paprika. And then I'm gonna put like maybe like 3 tablespoons of smoked paprika in there. Half a tablespoon hot chili powder. No, not even that, like a smidge of hot chili powder. Leave that to cook, put the mince in, put the other shit in once this is cooked through. And then once everything's in, I'll taste it, and then if it needs any more seasoning, I'll put like a little bit more shit in if it needs it. All right, now I put the mince in. Fuck. There we go, that'll do. 3 tins of tomatoes. 30 grams of tomato puree, roughly, up in this shit. Like the thing is, guys, with calories and stuff, is once you know what stuff looks like, in terms of how much it weighs, you can, a lot of the time, especially when bulking, I wouldn't do it when cutting, you can kind of guess like how much stuff weighs. My dry suit's in the loft. This is why I'll never be like, I never want to get like massively big or anything like that. It's all about being functionally fit. 5 minutes left to leave. I've made a massive mess. Final thing is we're gonna stick in 2 tins of, well, I normally stick in 2 tins of kidney beans, but we've only got black-eyed beans and kidney beans. So 1 tin of black-eyed beans, 1 tin of kidney beans. Smash those in there. You're only meant to cook these for like 5 or 10 minutes. So what I'd normally do is I'd let the chili actually like boil down. So I'd let it boil on the hob for like an hour so the water evaporates off. And it's like a nice consistency. And then I put the beans in, but because we don't have time, I'm just gonna fucking wing it. All this shit in the back of my car is only for 2 days away. I'm kind of thinking maybe I bring too much stuff. Last thing you do is you get like a big ass bowl, put it on the scales, set it to 0, get your chili still fucking cooking. Once you get your chili in there, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna take the weight and you're gonna want to divide it by 8. So that'll give you portions of 125 grams of lean minced beef a time. Then when I'm in Plymouth later tonight, I'll show you guys what to do with the rest of it. 323, so we'll just say 320 per portion. So get 4 bits of Tupperware to 323. And we're gonna put 320 in each one. So set that to 0, 320. Bam, done. I'll see you guys in about 6 hours time. Right, so I'll show you guys how to log all that food that we made into MyFitnessPal and make it super easy. Basically, if you don't know, MyFitnessPal is an app on your phone. You can also get it on the computer, as I'm doing now, that you use to actually like track your macronutrients and what you've eaten and stuff. Basically the same doing it on your phone, but I just do it on the computer because it's quicker, and you basically get into it a different way. Is you go to food, and then you go to recipes, and then you go to, and what I've done is I've already made it here. So literally if I want to add it, I just click log it, and 1 serving of chili is what we made today, so 1/8 of that. So literally what I'll do if I wanted to make it again, go to new recipe and just put the recipe name in there, and I'll just add all the ingredients. So I'll put in 1.2 kilograms of Musclefood lean minced beef, 1 onion. I'll basically put all that stuff in, tomato puree, and then put serves 8 people. And then you know, because there's 1.2 kilograms of minced beef in the whole thing, 1.2 divided by 8 should equal 0.15. So there'll be 150 grams of lean minced beef per thing. So basically just make it like that.